क्यों नहीं हो रही पढ़ाई?
This is one of the most viral memes on Instagram and almost all of us have seen it at least once. But have you ever actually given a thought to it saying, "अरे actually क्यों नहीं हो रही पढ़ाई?"
Hello everyone, I am Akhil Raj, a second year MBBS student studying at Gandhi Medical College, Secunderabad, and I wish you all a happy new year. With exams like NEET, JEE and university exams for MBBS students coming up this year, we all have some resolutions to become something better this year, but how many years have you actually worked on your resolutions? On January 1st, we feel like we are going to completely change this year, but 1 week later, we are just scrolling reels on Instagram again.
क्यों नहीं हो रही पढ़ाई?
So if you really want to make a change this year, then watch this video till the end, because in this video I am going to give you 10 different rules which you have to follow in order to complete your resolution and become something better by the end of this year. Step number 1, set realistic goals. I know everyone gets a lot of motivation on the new year and we keep our goals so far out of our reach that once we start working on that goal, we will realize that it is not going to happen and we will give up 1 week later. Don't tell yourself that you are going to wake up at 5 am and then start studying all of a sudden when you are a person who sleeps till 10 am in the morning. Because obviously you will not be able to do that and you will end up giving up. Instead, set a realistic goal which you can actually achieve on the first day. Like, think about waking up before 8 o'clock or before 7 o'clock, and then over a span of 1 week or 2 weeks you can reduce your time to 5 am or 6 am and then work further on your goal. Rule number 2, stop saying that you don't have time. Where is your time actually going? Is it going on your phone? Is it going on Instagram? Is it going on your laptop? Is it going on Netflix, TV, whatever? Tomorrow what you have to do is wake up and take a paper and start writing down every single activity that is happening in your day and the amount of time it is consuming in your day. Like, if you are bathing for half an hour, write that down. You woke up at this time, write that down. You ate for 1 hour, write that down. You are using your phone for 5 hours, write that down. And by the end of the day, you will have a big list of things you are doing in a day in your daily lifestyle, which is quite unproductive. And now you can see where your time is actually going. Now look for areas where you can actually cut down. 60% of the people watching this video will have their screen time more than 6 hours or 8 hours also. So you know where exactly your time is going already, but you just don't want to act on it. You have time to scroll and send reels to your friends every day and binge watch your Netflix series every day, but you don't have time to study. That obviously doesn't make any sense. So stop lying to yourself saying that you can't find enough time or you can't manage time, because obviously you're wasting most of your time on the phone. And if you want to change it, watch this video completely, or else you can just quit the video and go back to Instagram and start scrolling, because nobody can change you. Then what is the rule 3? Rule 3 is to have an accountability partner. Now when I say accountability partner, they have to be someone you respect. It should be someone whose opinion matters to you, and whenever they say something, you might feel bad or you may feel good. So whatever they say is going to influence your mood. Now it can be your sibling, it can be your girlfriend, boyfriend, your friend, your mother, your father, anyone in the house, but you should always have a person to answer to. Go and tell them your goals for this year. Tell them that you are going to work on so and so goals and this is your goal by the end of the year or end of the month or end of the week, something, so that they can keep checking up on you. So now what will happen is you will have a sense of motivation to complete the task, because whoever is your accountability partner, their opinion matters to you. And when they ask what you did today or in this week or in this month, then you have to give an answer, and obviously you don't want a bad impression from them because their opinion matters to you. So that will keep you motivated in the long run, and you will have a person to answer to, and you will have a sense of motivation to complete your tasks. Rule number 4, never ever rush the process. I'll tell you a small story of myself only. I was a person who was weighing more than 100 kilos in 2020, and that's the lockdown period where we did not go anywhere and I was just sitting at home and eating like a pig. Somehow I realized that I am very fat and I need to change, and that day I started working on myself and I did not go to gym. I just did small workouts in my home. I started reducing my food little by little. For 1 to 2 weeks I reduced 1 roti, then another 2 weeks I reduced another roti, and slowly I maintained a calorie deficit, and now you can see me. I lost 30 kgs, I'm going to the gym, I'm confidently talking in front of a camera, I'm running a YouTube channel. So yeah, good things take time. You can't just give up after putting the work just for 2 weeks and then not seeing any results, because in 2 weeks nothing changes. Not your weight, not your academic performance, not your mock test marks, nothing will change in 2 weeks. You have to at least work for 3 months, 6 months, and then only you will see prominent changes, and that is when you will start loving the process, because you will start getting the results and you will know what is the result of my hard work of working for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and that is when you fall in love with the process. And then once you are on the track, nobody can ever stop you. And this is what a famous book, Atomic Habits, teaches you. The effect of small habits compound over time. If you can get 1% better each day for 1 year, you will end up 37 times better by the time you're done. You may not see results in 1 day, you may not see results in 2 weeks, you may not see results in even 3 months, but your progress is being compounded, and every single day you will only change for 1%, but in the long run you will change for 37% in a year. and that's a massive change from where you have started. Imagine if 2020 I looked at the weight scale after 2 weeks of dieting and my weight did not change. What would happen if I just gave up? Nothing would ever change, obviously, because I would stop my diet and then never go to the gym and never look at the fitness side of the life, because I just tried for 2 weeks and I did not see any results, so I just gave up simply. So always trust the process and do not rush the process, and you have to believe in yourself and the process and work hard every single day, so that by the end of the year or end of 2 years you will crack that exam, you will do that work, you will learn that skill, and you will become better. Rule number 5, never ever compare yourself. This is again the most important thing. No matter how hard you are working, no matter how many hours you are studying, there will always be one person in your class, in your surroundings, who is studying less than you but is getting more marks than you. Obviously there will be a person. This happens with me, this will happen with you, this will happen with your friend and everybody. But the thing is, you should never compare yourself with them. People say that hard work always beats talent, and that is 101% true, because if you work hard enough, you will obviously beat the person who is talented enough. Because a talented person can get 90 out of 100 by studying for 7 days, and even if he studies for 1 day, he'll get 85 out of 100. So what he'll do, he'll just postpone the work and become lazy over the time, and he will just study for 1 day and he will appear for the exam. Even if it may work for few exams, when the question paper becomes a little bit tough or it gets a bit deeper, that is where your hard work will show up, and that is where you will take the lead and cross the talented person also. And same thing goes vice versa also. Even if you are the most talented person in your class, even if you are the most topper of your class, don't ever have that ego, don't ever let it get into your head, because same thing will happen with you also, and someone will work hard enough to beat you and then they will take your seat instead of you. If someone is doing better than you in any aspect of life, just appreciate them and move on. Don't ever be jealous, don't ever compare yourself. You just have to trust your process, and your only competition is with you. You have to be better than the person who you were 1 month ago, 6 months ago or 1 year ago, and bring the change in yourself, and every day you have to compete with yourself and yourself only. To some extent, healthy competition is good, because obviously you have to know what other people are doing in order to improve from them. But you never have to be jealous, and you don't need to have that FOMO that you are missing out on something. That is why they are scoring better than you, that is why you are not scoring, or that is why you are not able to read. It's just within yourself, and you just have to put in the efforts and trust the process, and 101% you will beat the talented person. Each and every one of you watching this video have an insane amount of potential, but you just need to find it and put it to proper use. Rule number 6, discipline over motivation. I told this in another video, which was the timetable making video, and I'm telling it again. Discipline is very different from motivation. Motivation is just a small spike of energy in your brain which will help you do the task for 2 or 3 days, or in some people it can be just for few hours also. People always keep searching for motivational videos, AR1 speeches, successful people speeches and whatnot, just for searching a little bit of motivation. What will happen with motivation? Motivation will give you a small peak of energy. You will do your work for few hours or few days, and then you will crash down again back to the basement where you don't want to do any work, and again you need motivation, and again you're watching any podcast, speech, whatnot. So it's just an endless cycle and a useless cycle. You just need to have discipline and respect over your words. You have to show up to the desk every single day and put in the work and trust the process every single day, because the competition isn't going to wait for you. When you're scrolling reels, somebody else is studying. When you're watching Netflix, somebody else is studying. When you're playing games, somebody else is studying. So nothing is going to stop for you. Time isn't going to stop for you. You just have to show up to the desk and open those books and start reading, and every single day you have to do the same thing continuously with consistency and discipline. You don't need to have motivation. Even if you don't want to study, you have to show up to the desk and study, and that is when you will cross the 99% of the competition in any entrance exam or any kind of field in your life. Just look at yourself and ask yourself, are you actually working hard enough to achieve the dream life of yours? Are you working hard enough in order to get AR1 or AR 10,000 or your dream college or your dream IIT? Are you actually working hard enough for your goals? Question yourself and you will get your answer. Rule number 7 is to plan your goals. You may have very big goals to achieve by the end of the year. I'm not telling you to dream small. You have to dream big, you have to aim big. But the thing is, you have to divide that bigger goal into smaller goals which you can achieve in a month, in a week or in a day. You have to plan your goals accordingly, and you have to set small milestones which you can achieve every single day or week or month, and then you will have a sense of accomplishment, you will have a sense of motivation, and you will have a track of your completion of the goal or your progress towards that goal. And if in need help in making a timetable for yourself or planning your goals, then go and click the link in the description for the proper instructions you need to make a proper timetable and actually follow it throughout the year or whatever the time period you have set for yourself and to achieve your goals. The thing is, if you don't have any planning or you don't have any small milestones, you will just have a bigger goal which just needs to be done. You don't know when it needs to be done, what steps to be taken, when should I reach this amount of progress, when should I reach this amount of progress. You don't have any idea of your progress and you don't know how to track it and you don't know how to achieve your goal by the end of the year, and it will become the resolution for the next year like it always happens. Instead, if you have a bigger goal, break it down into smaller goals. Like I made a timetable for myself in November and I had 2 months left for university exams at that time. So November I have, December I have, and then January I am going to have my exams. In 1 or 2 weeks I am going to have my exams. I am preparing currently for it. If you are watching this video, just say all the best in the comments. So yeah, I just made a timetable for myself. I am continuously following it and it has everything planned in it so that I can complete the syllabus and I can do at least 1 revision or at least 1.5 revision before the exam, and I will be ready for my university exams. So that is how you break down your bigger goals into something smaller so that you can achieve something every single day and you will have a track of your progress and also some motivation that you are completing your goal and you are getting closer to it every single day. Rule number 8 is going to be analyze and improvise. Obviously, after putting in efforts for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks and 4 weeks, you will slowly recognize the areas where you can improve, areas where you are wasting time, areas where you are lacking. So every 1 or 2 months, just see what are the problems you are facing, where are you lacking and where are you wasting time, and what things you can do better in order to achieve your goal faster and in order to become more better than 99% of the people. Next is rule number 9, the most simplest one but the most complex one also. Just cut down on your phone. Try to reduce your screen time every single day and try to get off Instagram and try to de-addict from those reels. Your dopamine receptors are completely fried with those reels. You are getting the short-term dopamine every 30 seconds. You are scrolling and you endlessly scroll for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. People even scroll for 10 hours. Just spending their entire life in their phone and they don't know where the time is going and they have no idea what this is doing to their brain in long term. Invest the time in something productive, invest the time in going out, invest the time in working out and becoming a better person by the end of the year. This is what will solve your 90% of the problems, because phone is the biggest headache students have currently. We have Instagram, we have YouTube, we have Netflix, we have Snapchat, we have everything to distract us and we are completely trapped in this cycle of apps and we are never getting out of it unless we decide to make a change. Once you overcome this addiction of Instagram, Netflix and overall your phone and start putting that time into your studies, then you will see the power of delayed gratification. This will improve your mental health so much and it will recover your dopamine cycle and your brain will function with superpowers, because our brain needs dopamine in order to like an activity. If you are scrolling through reels, every 30 seconds you are going to get a burst of dopamine, and what will happen, your receptors will adapt to that amount of dopamine and you have to scroll more and more in order to get that happy feeling. But once you stop scrolling and you actually start working, when you sit down for 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours and 8 hours in a single day and study and complete all your tasks for the day, you will have that dopamine by the end of the day, and that is a hard worked dopamine. It is not earned over a single reel or few reels or scrolling on Instagram. It is what you sat down and worked for, and that is known as delayed gratification, and that will improve your mental health by 10 times, 20 times, 100 times, whatever. So just cut down on your phone and you will see massive changes in your life. Rule number 10 is to become healthier both mentally and physically this year. So anytime you are feeling low or you are getting any negative thoughts, go talk to a person. It can be your mother, it can be your father, it can be your sibling, cousin, your friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, any person. Just go and talk to them. Sharing your feelings with the right person will help a lot. So don't take unnecessary decisions and study properly, maintain your mental health and talk to people and do meditation and take care of your mental health. And it's okay to take breaks sometimes, it's okay to fail, it's okay sometimes life may not go as planned. And coming to becoming healthier this year, go to the gym or at least start working out at your home. You can do yoga, you can do any Zumba dances and anything, any format of exercise you like. You can play some sports, you can play some badminton, you can play volleyball, cricket or any sport you like, because this will improve your overall body fitness, and exercise also helps you focus better and it will release endorphins in your body, which will create happiness and it will give you a sense of motivation in order to do your daily tasks. And as you work out every single day, by 2 months or 3 months, people start noticing changes in you. Your clothes start looking better on you, and overall you will start looking as a better person and you will be more confident in yourself, and that will overall lead to a better mental health, and you will be more confident in yourself and you will believe in yourself. And that is what we need, and that is the motivation we need to do every other task in our life. We have to be confident in ourselves. I'm not saying to do keto diet and then go gym for 2 hours and then have 16 hours fasting and then only eat salads. Even I don't do that. You see me eating biryani, you see me eating chocolates, you see me eating ice cream. You will come and thank me in the comment section later if you follow these 10 rules for 6 months or even 1 year. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I'll keep you motivated by making videos like these. So I'm just like an online friend to you who is trying to improve, and I hope that I'm motivating you enough so that you can also improve watching me. Thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Until then, bye bye.